safe around here.
The Master Swords and Menhard from Frankfurt is accepting students.
I reckon I'll have a look first. Maybe next time I'll even fight.
Come here.
I've been taking lessons at the factory. Greetings to you, friend.
Heal. Here you go. Take it. Search.
Gather round, good men, so you can avoid the
I have not changed my answer. I will not sell you the rights to my mines. Not today, not tomorrow, nor in 100 years. You will not get your hands on my silver.
You forget, I have influential friends. If you won't sell the mines, you'll lose them. Just like Malishov. Along with your life, if you defy me.
Mind your step. Two can play that game. Did you really think that I didn't know you were stealing the royal silver, eh? When your self-proclaimed king finds that out, your head will be on the chopping block.
Seize that traitor!
Not another step.
You'll get yours too, turtle dove. What are you waiting for? Can't you see? They're threatening the Royal Mint Master!
I'm just getting warmed up.
No chance!
At him! He's got no chance left! We'll kick your asses! Nice hit!
No chance!
Damn it!
Now it's your turn, you shit!
You won't get nowhere out!
Fucking hell!
You're no match for us! Jesus Christ! Fuck you! Don't dare bleed to death!
Bastard!
Damn. They gave me a going over. Good thing you showed up, lad.
You all right, sir? Looks like you took some hits.
It's just a scratch.
Papa! My God! You're hurt!
I'm all right. What the hell was that, Rosa?
I saved your life. Didn't you notice?
We would have been in the right if you hadn't taken the shot. Now we have the blood of the king's men on our hands. Do you have any idea what this means?
Was I supposed to let one of Sigismund's lackeys insult us in our own home?
And you thought this was a better solution?
You know what? Let's just leave it be. I don't want to argue in front of the young man here. Apologies for the mess, stranger. There aren't usually so many corpses strewn about our courtyard.
Should I get rid of them?
Absolutely not. We'll call the guards and tell them what happened. That Ulrich Vavak and his men attacked us for no reason.
You think that will make them let us off the hook?
Not for free. But knowing young Plymouth, the commander of the guard, I'm sure he won't refuse my coin. But back to you, lad. Who are you? And why have you graced us with your visit?
I'm Henry of Scales, squire to Lord Capon of Perkstein.
Pleased to meet you. Conslin Ruthard. And this feisty creature here is my daughter Rosa.
Like father, like daughter.
Why did your master send you to me, Henry?
He didn't, sir. Unfortunately, he's in enemy captivity.
We're sorry to hear that.
But I plan to rescue him. And I believe you can help me with that.
We can? How?
Lord Capon is held at Malashov.
Our Malashov? I don't envy him. I was planning on fixing the roof before they took it from us. It's full of leaks. I doubt its new master will lift a finger to do anything about it. But tell me, why would I meddle in matters that don't concern me?
Well, we all stand on the same side. Against Sigismund.
That is undoubtedly true. I don't like that ginger bastard either. Especially since his people started sticking their fingers in my coffers. But to get involved in something as dangerous as freeing a captured nobleman in a territory conquered by Sigismund?
We have to do something to help. I know it's dangerous.
Dangerous? It's madness. Or if somebody finds out.
Nobody will know.
You haven't been in Kuttenberg for long, have you? The walls have ears here. I'd only end up with my head on the chopping block. And I don't even want to think about what they'd do to Rosa.
That's true. As long as Vavak's breathing down our necks, we have to be careful.
Who is he, anyway?
Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus. The new mint master appointed by Sigismund himself. He's had it in for us ever since he took over the office. He's been pressuring me to hand over my mining rights. It seems he'd like to see me reduced to a beggar. And now we've killed his men. The king's men. I'll have to reach deep into my pocket to get out of that. Like Rosa said, lad, as long as Vavak is around, my hands are tied. I'm sorry.
Then let's get rid of Vavak. He must have some weakness, right?
There may be one. It's obvious Vavak is getting richer than his office warrants. There are rumors going around that he's stealing the king's silver. He even uses it to mint counterfeit groschen, using a fake dye. If Sigismund were to find out, he'd have him executed at once, regardless of his noble blood.
Ah, I see. You want to blackmail Vavak?
It certainly wouldn't hurt to have something on him that would put him in his place for good. Some kind of evidence.
But how do we find it?
Some of the silver goes missing somewhere along the way to the mint. And we have to find out where.
Find out? But how? They don't let just anyone into the mines and smelting works.
You're right. Only authorized people are allowed in. Fortunately, we have an ally. My friend Peter of Pisek. They ousted him from the Mintmaster's office, but his brother Christian remained in the Italian court. He wanted to become the Mintmaster himself, but because of Vavak, he had to settle for the steward's office. He hates him even more than we do on account of it.
And that's saying something.
Christian and I were just talking about his suspicions. He'd welcome any dirt you can dig up on Vavak, just as much as I would. If you go to him and ask for help on my behalf, I'm sure he'll accommodate you. I'll help you free Lord Capon in exchange for evidence of Vavak's fraud. That's fair, isn't it?
All right. It's a deal. I've already met Peter of Pisek, and I know he can be trusted. Let's hope the same goes for his brother.
Excellent. You'll find Christian and Horshan at the estate near the mines. Tell him the password, Via Argentum, the pot of silver. He'll know who he's dealing with. But be careful, both of you. This is our last chance to stop Vavak.
We'll be praying for you.
I'll go and... What the... There's someone lying here.
This was certainly no accident. We'd better keep an eye on this place.
What? Is she really dead? My lord. I need to sit down somewhere.
It's starting to stink.
It has to be me standing over the body. What a fucking day. Another senseless death.
Oh, it's starting to stink.
It has to be me standing over the body. What a fucking day.
Good doggy, good boy.
From base desires. Beg him for forgiveness for being brought into this world by a woman!
That'll surely piss everyone off.
Be careful. It's not safe here.
Good day to you.
Easy. Nice and slow. Easy. Good horse.
Toes! Iron toes!
Be careful. It isn't safe around here.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Guten Tag, mein Freund. Take a look around, but no fooling about. Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
Come and take your pick!
Come and take your pick. Nah, it's a girl. But she came out all hairy, like a black lamb.
That can happen. My younger brother was as hairy as Esau when he...
You silly
But
nuts.
the baby will grow out of it soon enough.
I hope so. But at the christening, it'll look like we brought a puppy to church.
Better than having your baby shit in the font.
Well, good
Trust me,
day.
I speak from experience.
That sort of talk is dangerous. The tournament's supposed to be a celebration of the city, and all that fencing is just a bit of fun, that's all.
Ah, men's opinion.
A jug of wine, thanks.
It's already getting dark. What's an occasion, eh? Will you go?
I feel a lucky roll coming up. Shall we play?
What game would you like to play?
Emperors, and nothing else.
Let's play.
You need to rely on
Greetings. Good day.
Christ! What's the hold-up? Prost, meine Freunde!
Apparently, the city council is organising another collection for repairs to the fortifications.
They out their bloody mind. They had 2 collections just like it already, and there are still holes in the walls.
That's true. But what good are fortifications you can't defend?
I'll tell you, no fucking good.
See?
I reckon I'll have a look, but I'm not getting a single room until I see cup taking
Hey, innkeeper, that beer. To your health, my friends. Come on, then. Show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first time.
How come you
I
weren't in
hope
church
you
on
don't throw like
Sundays?
that again. Wasn't feeling well.
Not feeling well, eh? You got drunk again, didn't you?
No, of course not. I was feeling under the weather in the evening, and the next morning I just couldn't get up.
By the weather, do you mean that old ball and chain of yours?
It's
If I was
yours.
under her, I reckon I wouldn't be able to get up either.
Hey, that's enough of that. So that's
you do
your
remember
plan,
the
is
promise
it?
we made, don't you?
It was one mass. I hardly reckon I'll face damnation for that.
You promised that if we can't be together here on Earth, we'd be together after death.
I'm telling you, it was just one mass.
You don't care about us at all. Why did you marry that old battle axe anyway? We could have been together in this life too.
Don't even start. We've been over this 100 times. You're not afraid
Go
of
to
anything.
confession and donate some money to the church. Got that? Or I'll end up in the kingdom of heaven by myself. And
Have you
on the
lost your
shelf.
mind? All right, I will. You're going to lose everything. Now. If my wife saw us, I'd be in deep shit.
All right. How about a kiss farewell?
Are you serious? What about my marriage vows? If the Lord saw us...
Here we are. Good.
Aye, that'll do.
City tournament. What an occasion. Today, will he go?
I reckon I'll have a look first.
An ale,
and maybe next
as
time I'll
usual.
leave
These
my
ones
I'll take
here.
an effect, Hannah, and I've learned quite a bit already.
That's good. The town needs strong, brave men who
My
can take
God,
up arms and not
I'm
just be
done.
tools of their trade. These days, we need to rely on ourselves. The lords won't protect us.
That sort of talk is dangerous. The tournament's supposed to be a celebration of the city, and all that fencing is just a bit of fun. That's all.
Ugh. Men's opinions. I'll just keep quiet.
What's the hold up? If I was you, I'd take it.
Wait for it to rain. A large beer for me.
To a good harvest.
Aye, that'll do.
Ale!
Finished. Your turn.
But he taketh thrice as much, eh?
Exactly. Our dog died just the other day.
But I reckon his time had come.
And last night, fox got in our hen house. Just a bit of fun. Before I woke up, he tore apart 6 heads. I ran in just in time to pull the rooster out of his mouth. So I stepped on his tail, the bitch, and hit it over the head with a shovel.
See? At least you have a fine fur for your cap.
It was a mangy old thing, full of fleas, and who knows what else. As we were fighting over the rooster, it bit me. It still hurts.
I reckon I'll have a look first, and maybe next time I'll even fight. I've been taking lessons at the Fechtham, and I've learned quite a bit already. That sort of talk is dangerous. The tournament's supposed to be a celebration of the city. Aye, that'll do. That's all. It's yours. I hope I'll throw higher.
My God! What's taking so long?
Aye, that'll do.
Christ! What's the holdup?
Can't be. It just can't be. And the badge is bloody gone. A tankard of ale, thanks.
The tournament's supposed to be a celebration of the...
Hey, innkeeper, that beer!
But I like...
Man's opinions. I'll just keep quiet.
Well, well. Greetings, poet.
Henry, is that you? My friend, welcome to Kuttenberg.
And how are you doing here? You don't look all that great.
La Parenza Ingana, my friend. Looks can be deceiving. We are certainly in Lady Luck's favor. True, we may be sleeping on a pile of hay, and they only let us stay in the tavern if we clean up there. But they promised us they'd let us play for the guests' amusement. It hasn't quite worked out yet, but our luck will turn soon enough. You'll see. As soon as we start playing, I'm certain some rich burgher will notice us and make us his own personal poets.
How did you and George get here?
By wagon, of course. How else? The driver wanted coin in exchange, but as soon as we pulled out the loot you got for us, and George and I played our beautiful, catchy, engaging, life and love affirming, bittersweet, moving, mnemonimal, simply wonderful song. So he took us for free.
So that's your plan for now? To find someone to support you?
What do you mean support? A bit of food is a small reward for the nourishment of the soul we shall provide him with.
Well, I'll be off then. I have a lot of work to do. But it was good to see you again.
You too, my graceful and gallant friend. And don't worry, one day when we'll be playing for the king himself, we'll certainly put in a good word for you. You won't have to dig through shit your whole life. Trust me. Take care and have a good night.
Well, well.
I'll have a jug
Oh,
of wine.
it's you. The distinguished Enrico.
Is something wrong? You look a bit sad.
No. Everything's fine.
How did you and Michael get here? You're quite a long way from Zhelyov.
Some peasant bringing flour here took us. He wanted an awful lot of coin at first, but as soon as Michael and I started singing, he took us for free. He said he'd do anything to get us to stop squawking, the bloody bastard.
Well, and how are you doing? Is Kuttenberg like you imagined it?
Not at all, friend. It's much worse. We thought the river ran with ale, and the streets were paved in silver so shiny you could look up the skirts of women walking in front of you. But no, we're sleeping in an armourer's shed like animals, and they won't serve us in the tavern unless we help out. We thought the beauty of the world, the grace of the muse, and the celebration of love awaited us here. Bullshit. Nothing but work, thirst, and women who won't let us touch them.
So, what are you going to do now?
I wish I knew, friend. Michael thinks we'll find some wealthy burgher who will employ us to write verses for him. But the locals are too tight-fisted for that.
Well, I have to be going. But it was good to see you. Best of luck to you.
It was good seeing you. Good sir. What's the hold-up? Am I supposed to open my mouth and wait for it to rain?
Maybe next time I'll even fight. I've been taking lessons at the Fechtal.
Stay close to the others. It's not safe here.
The lords won't protect us.
Oh, excuse me.
I'll drink to that. You shouldn't be walking around by yourself. Awful things happen here.
It's a success!
Come here.
Slowly. Nice and slow.
Hear ye, good people of Kuttenberg! Hear ye! A great sword.
Come here. Ka! Ka! Quick! Quick! Ka! Ka! Gah!
Do it!
I've been waiting for you. Just getting started.
Do it! Aye, aye, you silly doggy.
What a nice day.
I'll have to find another fat.
You can't just sack me shit. I got this job from Ulrich.
Greetings.
But I can make sure he knows how you run the place. That's the fifth yucca who got scrushed in here.
This is some jiggery pokery.
Be quiet. And now clear off. You can't just walk around the mine. You can't just walk around the mine. Do you need something?
You're a Christian of Pisek?
I am. What do you need?
Kunzlin Ruthards sent me. About Via Argentum.
I see. But I'm afraid I don't have good news for Sir Kunzling. I haven't made much progress regarding the matter we discussed. I just don't have the time to investigate. I'm always needed somewhere, and there's always someone following me around.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'll help you with your investigation.
Excellent. You'd be pulling a thorn from my side. What's your name?
Henry.
All right. Listen up, Henry. Nobody can know I'm looking into it. It's a very dangerous game, but hopefully I don't need to tell you that.
Lord Ruthards mentioned something of the sort.
Excellent. Excellent. You don't happen to come from a family of miners or smelters, do you?
My father was a blacksmith.
It's a fine craft. But it won't teach you much about silver mining and processing. I'll be happy to tell you everything you need to know. Now, follow me, please. We need to talk somewhere in private.
Good day to you, friend.
Greetings to you, friend.
Where should I start looking?
Straight to the point. I like that. We know for a fact the silver must be getting lost somewhere on its way to the mint. That means it would be best to discreetly inspect all operations and find out where the problem is. First of all, you should ask miners from every shift how many corves they mine in a day. After that, we'll compare the numbers to the mine record books and see.
But the yields aren't the same every day, right?
True. That's why we have to focus on one particular day. For example, the other day, on the Feast of St. Petronilla, Foreman Fett was beaming and bragging to me about how much it helped. I mean, mined out.
Couldn't I just ask Fett?
Fett's job is to count the corves and write the amount down in the mine book. He won't tell you any other number. We're interested in what the miners themselves have to say. They've no reason to hide anything. Nevertheless, the miners are a strange bunch. They might not be very forthcoming at first, and they have an odd way of speaking. Like calling each other Sonny, however old they are. But you'll hear for yourself. You should pretend to be really interested in them, and maybe they'll open up to you. You could be a scholar writing a treatise on silver mining, or perhaps a nobleman interested in buying a mine. Or just say I'm your distant uncle who's initiating you into the ins and outs of my job. It's up to you.
Pretending to be your nephew sounds like the best option.
Suit yourself. Just don't change your story so you don't arouse suspicion. But to the point, each day 3 shifts work in the shaft. Each has its foreman, or gaffer, as they say. The first shift is led by Frank, the second by Paul, and the third by Samko. You'll have to ask each one of them how many corves they mine. Samko's hewers should be off work now. You'll find the other 2 shifts in the mine. Take this, so the guards will let you in. It's a letter of safe conduct bearing my seal, allowing you free movement within the mine.
And what are you going to do?
I'll return to the estate to do my job. What else? I reckon they must be wondering where I am by now. Once you find out how many corves the 3 shifts mined on the Feast of St. Petronilla, return to me. We'll compare that number to the entry in the mine book. And don't forget, don't draw attention.
By the way, I've had the honour of meeting your brother, Peter.
Well, well. Small world.
He was a great help to us at Sukdal.
Even though we had some disagreements, I respect him for everything he succeeded in doing. If it weren't for him, I'd never have been able to do what I do.
Who owns the silver that's mined here?
All the silver in the Kingdom of Bohemia belongs to the king, whether it's above ground or still below it. Though I'm sure you understand, the king has a lot on his mind, and he can't be expected to worry about mining. So he leases out the mining rights to his tenants. It's called the Bergregal. There's a lot of money in it. The tenants have to pay the king, and the king also receives a share of the pure silver from the smelting works. That's the royal tithe.
What is this path of silver, anyway?
It's the whole process, from digging the silver ore out of the ground and processing it, to minting silver coins. Silver is found in ore veins underground. The pitmen mine it and get it to the surface. The chief foreman of a gallery counts the corves, and the assayer estimates the purchase price of the ore for the smelter. The raw ore goes to the smelter, where it's crushed in a stamp mill before it can be purified by roasting. Roasted ore goes to the furnaces, where it's smelted into raw and then pure silver. Silver is then cast into rods, about as thick as your little finger.
Can any silver get lost?
It can. And unfortunately, it does happen. It may be a capital offence, but even that won't deter everyone. Most often, a pitman tries to smuggle pieces of ore under his clothes. It doesn't end well. Nevertheless, the entire path of the silver, from the ore beneath the ground to minted coins, is closely guarded. Every step is recorded in the books, so if someone is stealing large quantities, they must have it pretty damn well figured out.
Who checks the royal share?
The Royal Mint Master and his subordinates are responsible for collecting the royal share. That also means me and the shaft foreman. That is why every step of the path of silver is monitored and recorded, starting with how much ore is mined. The smelting works owners don't have to be monitored as closely, since they buy the ore from us. It's in their best interest to get the highest possible yield after deducting the royal share.
Who makes money from all this?
The thing is, everyone does. Pitmen get paid for mining in the shaft. Mine operators get paid for raw ore. The smelters then smelt everything, sell the pure silver, and deduct the raw tithe. The silver rubs off on the hands of anyone who even touches it. But there's still enough left over for the king.
Who owns the mines?
The king grants mining rights to his loyal subjects, and these leaseholders can rent out their privileges to other people. All sorts of people operate mines in Kuttenberg. Nobility, rich burghers, even the monastery. In fact, anyone with enough money to pay for new shafts to be dug can share in the proceeds.
Who's responsible for the mines?
The mines and the mint are supervised directly by the Royal Mint Master, Ulrich Vervark von Neuhaus. As the steward, I'm his direct subordinate. I oversee that everything runs smoothly on his behalf. Then come the chief foreman, then the other foreman, and finally the ordinary pitmen in the shafts. But I don't come in contact with them very often. We follow the path of silver until the moment an ore merchant buys the ore from us and takes it to a smelter.
How much do the mines pay to the king?
That depends on whether it's a royal mine or a mine in the hands of a mining guild, meaning the leaseholders.
I thought all mines were owned by the king.
That's right. But it's much more profitable for the king to grant mining rights to rich mine operators. They bear the cost of mining themselves and pay him a share. The king receives 1/3 of the profits from his own mines, but only 1/5 from the leaseholders. That's how he gets what's his from all the mining.
What about the other 2/3 of the profits from the king's mines?
Those go towards the costs, of course, for operations, wages, and shaft security.
Who's responsible for the smelting works?
They have their own owners. They buy ore from us and smelt it into pure silver. Then they deduct the royal tithe and they can sell the rest. And not just silver. Processing the ore yields a variety of other materials that can be sold just as well.
What happens in the smelting works?
Each smelting shop has a stamp mill, a roasting pit, and a smelting furnace. The stamp mill is used to crush the ore into smaller pieces to make it easier to process. After that, the crushed ore is roasted in a roasting pit to remove most of the impurities. Finally, everything is smelted in a furnace to separate the pure silver from the slag.
So it's processed similarly to steel for smithing?
Yes, but in steelmaking, you don't have to weigh and record every step thrice.
How are groschen made from the silver?
The royal share from the smelting works goes to the mint in the Italian court. There, the coiners hammer it out into silver sheets for cutting the coin blanks. Then, in the Italian court's preghouse, our minters cut out and punch new groschen.
How many mints are there in total?
Only the main one is left, the one in the Italian court. There used to be more of them throughout the kingdom, but King Wenceslas II united them all. It was he who contributed the most to the rise of the Prague groschen. and the wealth of this region. And of course, his own wealth too.
You have a kind master, eh?